So,
I love it. I love it. I love her spirit.
Don't leave now.
I just love her
It's
spirit.
so good
Oh,
to see you again, dear.
Okay, it was nice seeing you.
ReThink Uncut, where we question life from different points of view.
It's that nice, deep, fresh breath of air.
Mm-hmm.
So last week we did a video, or we recorded our conversation where we were talking about being authentic and being real and like being true to ourselves. And we decided to post that online. So we posted it on like YouTube and Facebook and stuff like that, and got a lot of really positive feedback. A lot of people obviously are dealing with that same type of thing about, how to stay authentic, or how to really be true to themselves and listen to that inner voice. And I had, sent you the messages like, okay, the video's out or whatever, after it had been, edited and all the tags had been added on it and all. And then I was waiting for you to share the video. And I was like, a day didn't pass.
Is she going to share the video? You know what's so ironic about this?
What?
Is we were talking about being authentic.
Mm-hmm.
And what I realized after we did that video, what being authentic really, really means.
So what do you mean?
Well, we touched on a lot of it in the video, in the first one. But what I came to realize is that it feels like something you really want to do.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel it in your soul, but it feels uncomfortable to step outside your comfort zone, because, as you know, we have great conversations. Mm-hmm. And we dig in, and it's so enlightening and so much fun, but just knowing that, okay, I have to step outside my comfort zone is something I really love to do, but somebody's going to see it too.
Because it's one thing when we're just talking and it's just us talking and there is no fourth wall, so to speak. But then it's knowing that somebody else is going to listen to these conversations or hear the things that we're talking about, it does kind of, even for me to a certain extent, puts up a little bit of a barrier, a little bit of a tins of unease.
Yeah.
But I was to feel like it was a big old
yeah, I had a big old wall, huh? Talk about having these walls and not being authentic, because you're right. You text me, you're like, did you share the video? Did you?
I'm trying to be all nice about it. I'm like, so you gonna share that video?
Oh my goodness. And I'm thinking, this is so uncomfortable now. Just knowing that we have these conversations and then, okay, we'll share them. But the payoff really is, if someone hears anything in the videos, even this one, anyone that we do, and they're inspired or motivated, or even see where they can step outside their comfort zone to be their true self. Because I think your true self is really in that outside your comfort zone, just stepping out there, outside how we really present ourselves from day to day.
And I think for me, it's probably, and this could be my own hallucination, for me, it's probably a little bit easier to be on camera or to do it because that's, been a part of my career and a part of my background is doing things on camera. And so for you, this really is kind of stepping out in front of people.
Yes.
I remember because my mom had watched the video. And she had mentioned, she was like, I want to know more. She was like, she mentioned her background or, retiring and moving to another career. She's like, well, what did she do before? And she's like, well, how does she help people? She's like, she ain't say very much about herself. Why did she open up so more?
Wow. And talking about being authentic, right? Is that just the funniest, most ironic thing?
Right. How you do a video about being authentic and then you're not completely being authentic?
Right. Oh, I can talk about it in this abstract way. But what does it mean to really be authentic for me? And yes, I did retire. I worked for the Postal Service and I left. I worked a lot of different positions there, and it was such a learning experience. But I still had this desire to help people. And how? Because I didn't
Mama,
say
listen
that.
up. Listen, Mama, because she gonna tell you.
How is truly having these conversations, these one-on-one conversations with people, and helping them to realize that they already have what they need. And I do that through being honored to coach people in a way where they can transform in a way that they realize, again, that they have what they need. And that's always been in me to want to do that. And now I get to do that. So yes, I'm living authentically, doing what I desire to do. But that first video, oh yeah.
And I feel like I completely understand that, because it's not even till more recently that I am more open about my life. I'm more open about, the me behind closed doors. And like, I am the goofiest, biggest kid. And I also could be serious and like straight to the point and super professional or very friendly. So there's lots of aspects to my personality and the way that I am. But for the most part, what people saw was just, the professional, very kind, if you cross me, you saw the other side, you ain't want to see that side. But, you didn't get to see all of it. It's not until more recently that even I had like opened up and start showing more of that authentic piece, because it is uncomfortable. And I know when we talked a little bit earlier, you talked about feeling like exposed. And so what does that feel like? What is the actual like,
oh my
feeling?
Goodness. It just felt like this very uneasy feeling, like I'm walking in unknown territory. And it's okay. It's okay to be there, because there's so much more if we do, or I realize that if I do walk in this uncomfortable area or path, I get to write a book back there. I get to life coach people and help people that way. And it's so rewarding. It's so rewarding to try something outside what you're used to doing, or outside your routine, or being vulnerable enough to share who you really are, which actually gives me more courage to really live even more authentically.
They said that like one of the number one fears that people have is that of public speaking. Nobody wants to be able to stand in front of other people, and I guess it's because of the feeling of being judged, or everybody, like all the attention is up on you. So like, what are some of the things that you do, or what did you do? Because I know you were even on the verge of like wanting to delete the video.
I had my hand on that delete.
I was like, I wish you would delete that video after all that daggone work and all the bits we had to do to each other to like do the video. I was like, ooh, I wish you would delete that thing.
Oh my goodness. So what did I do, or what can I do, and what I would?
So you're because you're here now doing it again, and I was like, I refuse for us not to move.
No, like, oh my goodness, she's not letting me get out of this at all. Okay. So what did I do?
Yeah.
I decided to come back and do it again and not delete. Not hit the delete button on the first video. So I would say for me and to anyone listening, to get past that is to do what's uncomfortable. To really, do what's uncomfortable and watch it unfold.
Amen.
Because there were some positive comments.
A lot.
And I'm here. I'm sitting here again, doing it again. And you're right. You have a background in television, which may make it a bit easier for you. And I'm used to talking to people one-on-one.
So see, we have the best of both worlds. We get to talk to each other one-on-one,
right?
And be on camera. So
right, we were talking to each other one-on-one
before the camera, right?
Right, and then in the back of my mind, obviously there was something about, okay, but there's other people listening.
That awareness that there was other people there. You know, it reminds me of, as far as like those steps on, like when you do feel uncomfortable or you're in a new situation or you're feeling exposed in some way. It reminds me, I had gone camping with some friends, you know, a long time ago. And I was on this horse, Chocolate Chip was the name of the horse. And I was so excited, you know, to be on this horse, and we going down the trail and we're coming up, and I see before me, there is a puddle of water on one side of the little trail, and then the other side is clear. But on the side that's clear, there's a branch that pretty much like comes to like here to me. And so I was like, oh, you gonna go through this water. So I'm trying to like direct this horse, you know, over, and the horse would not go over. And so literally the horse continues to go straight. I like hit the branch, it knocks me off the back of the day.
Oh my goodness.
On the ground. And I'm just laying there. And so everybody comes and like, are you okay? Are you okay? Whatever. And I'm just laying there. He was like, are you dead? What's going on? And I finally just kind of like, you know, made a sound or kind of was like, yeah, I'm fine. And then a friend of mine, being all stupid, he was like, so is anything hurt? And I was like, I don't think so. He was like, is your pride hurt?
Oh, right. That might have been hurt.
Oh, good. And the initial reaction was to, you know what, forget this. I'll just walk the rest of the trail. But I knew I had to get back on, because if I didn't get back on, then more than likely I'd probably never got back on. So I got back on the horse and we had a really good ride the rest of the time. But it's kind of like whatever it is that scares you or whatever it is that is uncomfortable, what I find, at least that works for me, is just going full steam ahead, like going right back in it. Because it's okay to fail. It's okay to, you know, not be comfortable or things to not be as smooth as, you know, you wanted to, but just get back on the horse.
Yeah, and that's what I did.
I know, and I'm so proud of you, because you was always trying to talk us out of it. So I was like,
I tried my best to get out of it, and I did struggle to sit here today, to get to the point to come and sit here today, but I'm back on the horse, and whatever happens, and this is my growth. Really, it's really my growth. And if it may help someone else to grow, it is so worth it. It is so worth it.
So that's what I'm talking about. Well, thank you for, you know, deciding to get back on the horse. And, you know, we're going to just keep on having these really, you know, great conversations and get more and more comfortable with the process and be able to open up and share even more and more. But thank you, too, for everyone who tuned in and listened. Please share your thoughts, share your comments below, because we really want this to be able to be beneficial to you. And Regina, you are the bomb.com.
And you are too, to get me back here. Here and talk more, but I'm excited now about really opening up a little more at a time, But all the things that we talked about, getting back to that, all the things that we were excited about and that motivated us in other ways, it's really exciting to think about moving forward with that. So I'll come back, do my best to make it back here again. and open up a little more.
That's what I'm talking about.
And talk about the real stuff.
Right.
Real. This is real stuff too. But I think being more open is just so priceless. So priceless.
So you continue to rethink Uncut. If you want to reach out to us, you can do that at rethinkuncut@gmail.com. And we'll talk to you next week.
I'm Regina.
I'm Havilah.
See you next time.